Well done.
They're set up at the 35 now. First down, here's Lamar. This one's caught. It's Andrews near the sideline. And he's out a yard or two shy of the 15. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for a Ravens first down. From the red zone now. This one's caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going right, sometimes you really just get in the groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Tucker adds the PAT. And the Ravens drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
Yeah, wide open with it. Wide open. Shit ain't finna see the end zone in this game with Philly. Philly got the best team on the game, too.
They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Handoff headed right. Barkley. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Nate Wiggins getting up to end that play. We will not get another play in here. That's going to do it for quarter number 1. It's a 2-score game early. We'll return to the lake right after this.
You be trying to catch it. You are trying to catch the dog.
The Eagles have the football. They'll have 2nd and 7 to deal with. Here's another carry for Barkley. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
On first down, Hurts. Has a man, it's Brown. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Sanusi Kane able to make that stop.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Here's 2nd and 7. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Man in motion here. On 3rd down, it's Hurts. He's loaded another one up. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play. Jarrett loose, incomplete. Trying to find A.J. Brown. And he'll bring up 4th down.
What you mean, that defense, man?
Hurts throwing again.
He's gonna drop that bitch again.
He's trying another one deep.
He's gonna drop that bitch again.
Yeah, that one won't work. It's incomplete.
Yeah, it's ain't finna see the end
So
zone.
the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. On first down, Jackson makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. Looks like he came down on that sideline. 2nd down coming up.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in, but out of bounds.
Throwing again is Lamar. Henry on the catch.
Good ass on
He
me,
goes
man.
down a little short of the 40.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Receiver in motion, headed right. Now Jackson on third down. He has the first over the middle. And they get this down to the 20.
Nelson Aguilar.
Give him 13 on that play. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
That boy crazy.
He's way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays. There is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4, it's a first down.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Making defenders pay for trying to tackle him. And he's out of bounds, a little short of the 10.
Hey, that nigga throwing it. Get the fuck off of me.
Up to the line, and they're set. First and 10. He finds Aguilar. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens boat racing into the halftime locker room.
That boy Aguilar balling. 4 catches, 2 touchdowns, man.
The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens stretch their lead to 21. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop him. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
Taking a look at that scoreboard, and you just can't go backwards. If you're going to close this gap, you've got to stay on schedule. Had a hard time doing so with a double-digit deficit.
No, sir.
Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Hamilton with the pick. And the Ravens take over after returning it inside the red zone.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions. But
Yeah, I told you last time you scored, that shit was flu.
Toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly,
The
why some of the
last-
best
the
QBs
last-
playing today have baseball in their background because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception.
You're right.
But you got to go get it in that next series. You put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
First down throw for Jackson. The throw is caught.
Aguilar.
They will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens boat racing them to the halftime locker room. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. So they tag him for roughing the kicker. And now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive.
Don't worry, bro. I hear this. I go through this shit all day, dog. Yes, sir. I go through this shit all day, dog. I call 50 niggas. I call 50 niggas. I call 50 niggas. They gonna be taller, man. Nigga, chill, man.
Chased out to his right.
Tick,
Yeah.
tick, tick. You know, his internal clock right
Lou
there
ain't beat me yet
told him it
either.
was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it.
Hell
He
nah.
was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
From the 38. This one finds Goddard. And he stopped.
Oh yeah, Angel, he don't do that in 2K.
Oh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down. Here's Hurts.
Ah.
Oh no, they get him yet again. And the Ravens get it back after making their third first-half interception. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes.
Hey, he already knew what it was. Got scored on his ass like that already.
Oh my goodness, Brock. I don't think I've ever seen this back-to-back
Mark Andrews.
plays, and we've got back-to-back interceptions.
I would be stunned here, Kate, floored, if we saw a third.
I scored on his ass already. He ain't having that shit no
To
more.
remind both of these offensive coordinators,
Yeah.
because these secondaries are locked in.
He put some juice on a deep throw down the middle.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover.
You'll never catch that bitch.
Dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
From the pistol, he's on the move. Along the sideline, Brown brings it in. Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline.
You know, Kate, that really is one of the benefits that comes with experience. You'll feel it. Right? Look at the quarterback, never seeing the rush, never looking at the rush. Instead, eyes are downfield, and the big play follows.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. Forced out to his right. He's running for it. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
That just sucks the wind out of the defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things that way. You see a quarterback evade the pressure.
That nigga said he loves
First down
stop.
anyway.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Hurts now from the gun. Smith pulls it
Nasty
on the
word.
sideline. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out.
Well, that one came with a high degree of difficulty.
Yeah, you got a slow sign, Carl.
Focusing on the catch, keeping those feet in bounds.
Here's 2nd and 2. Bails out of the pocket quick. And after all that running, he ends up out of bounds deep behind.
Gas ain't scoring now.
Not even a throwaway. That's going to count as a sack. Here comes the final play of our first half. One final shot before halftime. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock, you were with you. As we get back and see what the second half has to say.
Well, wow.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep.
Them bitches got shook.
20, the coverage team gets to him.
Finna drop them bitches back deep. Finna drop them bitches back deep, ain't they?
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
The corner bites.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. We'll have him gain up about a handful there. C.J. Gardner-Johnson there on the tackle. Shotgun snap to Jackson. He'll get this to Henry.
Go ass on me, nigga.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set. First down. Here's Lamar. Finds his man. It's a shot at Bateman. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Lamar throwing again. That's taken in by Henry. And he's stopping. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. 14 on the play. And that's
Oh,
good for
shit.
first down.
Derrick Henry said, you better go to Terminator, nigga. You want to tackle him?
They motion Bateman over right. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Finds Aguilar. And he's going to be taken down.
Come on, Aguilar. Pretty much, basically.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches.
Touchdown, Mark.
He brings it in. And in for the Baltimore touchdown.
Hell no.
Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on him. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. This will end up as a touchback.
Boy, they been shoot up, ain't it?
Hurts setting up to throw. Goddard makes the catch. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. Tre'Davious White there on the stop.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down
That's Ray Lewis, dog.
easier to manage.
She's still a part of the Ravens family.
Here's 2nd and 7. Finds a seam down the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Hurts to throw. Goddard brings it in on the slant. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's good for an Eagles first down. From the red zone now.
No, sir.
Oh, they got it. Intercepted along the
No,
goal
sir.
line. Brandon Stevens has it. And the Ravens have it after forcing his 4th INT of the day.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Couldn't connect on first in 2nd down. Lamar now from the gun. Henry on the catch. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Shut the fuck out, man.
Able to drop it.
Good sack, my boy.
Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's the Ravens with possession and a big enough lead.
Yeah, they ain't finna
already.
go.
They can probably coast the rest of the way. All right, here we go. 2nd down.
For real?
Trying again, following the set. Gets him on the quick hitter. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first. Offense in the hurry up here.
100%.
Now Jackson on third down.
I ain't never seen it.
Why not?
Nah, we stop playing that shit. That shit went viral because I play MUT.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I play Ultimate Team, dog.
Trying to get set again.
Them niggas,
It's Jackson.
shit been going on. We've been doing this shit since the last matter.
And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Working quickly here. And again, it's Jackson. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down. Jackson yet again. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't.
That's how Ultimate Team where you gotta, cause all them cars, all them nice ass players and shit, you gotta find ways around the score and shit.
Play fake, Jackson. Connects with Bateman. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. All set up now for 1st and 10. Jackson's gonna throw again. Hits his running back. Running in the red zone. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Just excellent effort on that catch. A quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes.
Touchdown, Baltimore.
Shit, brutal around there, bitch.
Tucker on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Ravens grow their lead yet again. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And no,
You gotta try to score, man. That's ultimate goal.
For a touchback.
That's what Lewis be happy about. Yeah.
First and 10.
But Lou be like, shit, at least I ain't get blue out. Shit.
Play fake, it's Hurts. That one's cut along the left sideline.
But you don't do that shit again.
Pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
On first down, Hurts. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's a Philadelphia first down. A play fake, now Hurts to throw. Ground out left, incomplete.
You really want
Yeah,
those
so you
throws
call
to
that
be
in.
like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Hit that!
9-yard
Ah!
They'll have first and
You ain't
goal
got to,
now.
you ain't got to say nothing now.
18 on the previous play.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Hurts throwing again. Dumps it off to his running back. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in
Talking about
Philly.
Derrick Henry, that but
Eagles trying to do some window dressing. Headed in the wrong direction, Brock, as they take 2nd and goal now from the 13.
no sir.
This finds Smith.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Hurts now on 3rd and goal.
Give me that.
Ooh, he missed that one, and he knew it. Put it behind his line. Down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Desperation time here on 4th.
He caught that. What?
The Eagles look a touch better. Dallas Goedert the touchdown. Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
And how about this offense? Courage of the offense to run it back for one more snap and make the adjustments on 4th and goal to finally punch it in. Quite the mini little chess match we just saw play out over those last 4 plays.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. He's got a
Hit the wrong hole.
Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. They're out and set. 1st and 10. They send a receiver in motion right. Wow, they're going to pass it here. He's got it to him yet again. That is cut. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Working fast as the clock ticks towards 0. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
Oh, that was what he doing.
So now they
Oh,
have 3rd and
okay.
short.
I like that.
Shotgun snap to Jackson.
I done bitches playing 1,000,000 yards off, boy.
And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they still have
That boy got all his flats on D. Yeah.
You know, they call that the money down.
All the zones.
Because you're just
All the zones, man. You got the hook zone, all that shit deep.
If you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs, it's the
They're
money
scoring
down.
your ass just for doing
Nice
that
to see
dumb
them
ass
roll
shit.
the dice and continue the series.
He'll get this to Henry. And he's going to be brought down at the 35
I'ma catch ya, what?
line. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. Lamar throwing again.
I ain't got no fucking time.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Let me get some time. Let me get some time. Let me get some time.
Defender to knock it free. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down.
Hell nah.
Again, it's Jackson to the
Got you right here, nigga. The fuck?
Cut at
I
the
need some
10
time, fool.
line. And the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown. The Ravens continue adding to an insurmountable lead. Mark
I knew I was finna
Andrews
score
with
right
the
now.
touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game.
No, you don't.
Tucker able to tack on the extra point. And the
You right.
Ravens continue piling on to this lead. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff.
Nah, I ain't gonna run. I ain't gonna abuse the run
He
game on you.
bounces
I ain't
out
gonna
of the
sit there
end
and
zone,
feed
so
Derrick
they'll set up
Henry
shop at the 30.
with a bunch of carries.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Hurts. Able to get it to Barkley.
Smash Barkley.
Near the 38-yard line. before
every time.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And with 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
No, sir.
And they pick him off again. Brandon Stevens has it. And the Ravens take it away once again. The 5th time they've intercepted in this game.
No, mother, sir.
And I don't know how many walking the planet have thrown 5 picks, but I'll raise my hand. I did it in an Apple Cup, and it is a lonely, humbling feeling. Everything that could go wrong, well, it's gone wrong for this quarterback today, and I hope that's the last time we see him throw a pass in this one.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Lamar now from the gun. Makes the grab in bounds left side. The outcome's decided here, but we got a timeout with 2 seconds on the clock so they can think it over before their final play.
I love throwing on first down.
I know what you're running on defense, you feel me?
Just
No,
like
actually,
that. It's taking
Good there,
advantage of
bro.
a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
On the move, headed right.
Come on, man. Stop playing me.
Not stopping the destruction, partner. That is caught. Touchdown. The Ravens 6 more on the blowout. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. So the Ravens will fly home with the win. And if we're honest, Brock, you and I could have been making dinner plans well before this one wrapped. An absolute show of force to win this one by the margin they did. So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports.
Oh, God.
So long, everybody. The Ravens are your winners as we say so long from Philadelphia.
Mark Andrews ball that game. Him ain't got that Aguilar. I ain't do that, cuz. I ain't changed no adjustment, cuz. Yeah, hey, everybody asked me that same shit. I don't run my players at the same depth. I'm just trying to tell you, dog. But I ain't gonna say a lot of you. I ain't finna say a lot of you. I know what you saying. I know. I know what you saying, bro. But whatever, what you thinking is not what I'm doing, bro.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They start the drive with Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A loss to start out. Here's 2nd and 11. Allen. He's got his
That's it,
man against
Cody.
the rookie
Yeah.
from Florida State. And to
Oh
the
my
36
goodness.
yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where
I'm playing
the
man
blitz was coming
defense,
from,
man.
where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down.
Good fucking play call, boy.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. From midfield, here's Allen. It's caught by Coleman. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now Allen again. Escaping the pressure right. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Allen going to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Not something you see very often from a back of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out.
He ain't had that
We
shit,
know
dude.
this guy is not going to stop it from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very
It's
next
mommy right
series.
there.
After the interception, here's Jackson. This will go to Henry out wide. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Now it's Jackson. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
I thought
TV.
that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout.
She trying to eat it.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Jackson from the shotgun. A slant route caught by Bateman. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look at
And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Derrick
Got that
Henry.
knee
A
hit.
14-yard touchdown. And the Ravens use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out.
Well, listen to that man, bro. Play your game.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks. When I was playing and seeing a similar
Hey, Kyle out there, man.
and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell him everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here, because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, 42 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And we will not have a return.
That's why I wanted to use Josh Allen.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
Exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Stopped by the safety, Kyle Hamilton. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's a offensive coordinator. Let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Lock in, man.
To the air, Allen.
Look at that.
That is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
The slot man in motion right. Now Allen. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. To throw, it's Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. As they've got it with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Throwing now is Allen.
Damn, out of fuck.
And that'll fall incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone is hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Again, they'll throw with Allen.
Oh, sir.
Everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to have it here at their own 15.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well.
Take that as abuse.
Here in the first half.
Hey. Don't listen to that. Not gonna get your ass souffled, man.
So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it.
Not finna get your ass burned. Not finna get your ass beat. Not finna get your ass beat.
Mark Andrews, 85 yards. And the Ravens take a 3-touchdown lead. Tucker with the extra point. And it's now 20. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
Almost, woo.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Now Allen.
Good play.
Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And again, it's Allen. Steps away to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Here's Allen to throw it. Flushed out right. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Allen now on 3rd and goal.
Good shit, boy.
This is caught for a Bills touchdown. Khalil Shakir.
No, I came down. I thought you were going to run that bitch.
And the Bills are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago, they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Fame.
He's got a man complete. Before he gets inside the 35. It's a big play there for Baltimore. And even 40 yards.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
To throw is Jackson. That's caught. It's Flowers. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A little over 20 yards there, and in 2 plays, they've now moved the ball over 60
He ain't on no snap, pal.
Jackson now.
Derek!
The end zone, but that's going to wind up
Fucking Derek, man!
Certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that.
I like that.
And certainly were prepared on that throw.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Running from the gun with Henry. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Give him 2.
Chop the fuck out, man.
And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal. A chance to really cap off
Touchdown,
the
man.
first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little.
Allen,
Look at that, boy.
Like
come on, man. Roquan, man. Fucking Roquan, man.
At the 50-yard line.
Fucking Roquan, man. Nigga don't play that shit.
To try and pick up the first down, and I do. But let's face it, you know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason.
That nigga don't be fumbling like that. That's the only thing that blew me, boy.
Like that. So if you're going
Nigga
to
down sure ain't fumbling.
Make sure you secure the football, which he didn't.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission. So after the INT, it's Allen. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stop.
God, them shit all the way downfield. I ain't gonna even cap to you.
In the first half. Allen now looks to throw. Now he fires deep for Shakir. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there just before halftime. And even 40 yards. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen.
Look at that.
And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
2nd and 10. Allen to throw once more.
No, sir.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And
oh, man.
As they take out their 46-yard line. Well, there are several factors at play for why they face this deficit right now, Charles, but that's now 3 interceptions that he has thrown and just giving the football away pretty careless here in the opening half.
Yeah, I know that all of our parents taught us to share as youngsters.
I need that nigga Hill to run the ball on your ass right here, man.
Keep it for yourself. Keep it for your team. Got to cut down on all of those throws, those errant passes, if they hope to get back into this game.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And the Bills are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA
I want you to run that bit. Don't wait for the last 6 seconds.
We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the 2nd half. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
From the gun, Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 46 yards.
And they've been doing right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now it's Jackson. That one into the hands of Flowers. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down. Jackson firing quickly out wide for Bateman. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Rashad Bateman on the touchdown throw from Lamar Jackson. And the Ravens come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Tucker with the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30.
I don't play Madden. I play Call of Duty, bro.
Start their next drive. Allen gonna throw. Flush to his right.
Yes, sir. Illegal pass, man.
With the penalty marker down as well. And I think he was beyond the line of scrimmage when that ball left his hand. So the illegal forward pass also cost him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Allen. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one good for 37 yards.
So when's the best time to take the big shots down?
More skated on some shit, didn't
it? Least expects it, and I think the first play of the 3rd quarter qualifies. They came right out firing. That's how you send a message to start the second half of a game.
Here's Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
When you're in man coverage, you have help over the top, you become a much more confident defender. Trail the receiver and know that someone over the top can make a play, and that's exactly what happened here. The free safety coming up with the interception.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical.
And now off to the races down the right side. And all Ravens touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, 70 yards. And the Ravens have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And not willing to risk a return. This ball is going to come out to the 30-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
We're in Baltimore, third quarter action, 2nd and 10. Now Allen. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. The veteran Kyle Van Noy in there to drive. At that time, finally a measure of revenge as they get him down behind the line.
It almost felt like relief, didn't it? Because with the success he's had throughout this game, you'd almost expect him to get free and pick up 10 to 15 every time he takes off. Not in that case. That has to feel good for the defense.
To the air, Allen. And my goodness, another interception.
We on
By
that.
Brandon Stevens. And
We on that.
Returned to right around the 38-yard line. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
That's complete. Left side to Bateman. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, Woo, you updated your game to the new settings that's on PlayStation for Call of Duty? It's a new sound settings that's out for Call of Duty and shit if you update your game. So you can hear footsteps. Nah. A couple days ago. I had to go and manually do that shit.
Jackson. That's going to be caught. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Nelson Aguilar with now his 2nd touchdown of this third quarter. And the Ravens get another third quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
It's they got like a advanced sound setting now
It's even larger here in the third quarter.
to where you can make the quiet noises louder so you can hear footsteps.
Tucker now to kick it
Yeah,
away.
yeah, I had
following
that
the
shit like 2 days
touchdown.
ago. Yeah, I had to manually go and update that bit because usually it don't update on its own.
To the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
To throw, it's Allen. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. So in Raven territory.
They got
now,
Bazooka
here's a
activated?
1st
What the
and 10
fuck?
At the 34. Throwing now is Allen. Forced out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith, as he gets the sack. Coleman, the man in motion right. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 33. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Throwing is Jackson.
That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted.
I'm going to the crib.
The 20. 5. And he is going
I knew he was going.
It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Well, maybe a small measure of revenge for this defense because they have been thoroughly dominated so far, but a brief bright spot there with that pick 6.
Seemingly coming up for air after being dominated as you described. They get a nice play there. Probably not going to change the balance of this game, but they have to feel a little bit better about themselves after that one.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Bass now to send it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. To the right side, into the hands of Flowers. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Jackson.
That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. And the Bills are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Brandon Stevens. And the Ravens are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
After the interception, here's Jackson.
Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Jackson now. Oh, for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. And the Bills are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his third interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
Taking a shot for Samuel. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
Here's Allen to throw it. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Kyle Van Noy able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
A big completion there against double coverage. And Charles, one of those guys had a pick on him earlier.
Yeah, so he didn't allow that to deter him at all, did he? In fact, it probably was a challenge. Okay, you got to pick me 4. It's my turn now to make the big play, and that's exactly what he did.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. One final try here for Allen. He's got his target. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
This is my Jimmy Horn, man. Jimmy Horn Jr.
Convert on 4th. So
in
territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the
He ain't got no choice.
2-yard line.
He ain't got no choice. That nigga ain't gonna go nowhere.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Now Allen. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Odafe Oweh showing off the pass rush skills.
You can almost see all the defenders rubbing their hands together with glee because we all know they relish the chance to bring down a quarterback of his caliber. Anyone who brings him down has plenty to talk about. Not just a sack, but a big win built off the efforts of this defense.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And he's going to go down again. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Now Allen, got to have this one. He's going to let it fly.
And that boy scored.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining.
Yeah, yeah.
And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
That is caught. Rashad Bateman.
Keep picking my shit off.
They're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
Yeah, outside, man.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it.
I didn't.
This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before
Fucking
crossing
Zay.
over out of bounds. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up first and goal.
Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the fourth quarter, they could coast.
Mark Andrews, man.
Passing up any chances to put up some guard.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
So that is going to tie an NFL record that has stood for more than 70 years. 7 touchdown passes in one game. It was first done by Sid Luckman of the Bears in 1943, then by Adrian Burke of the Eagles in 54, and now that mark equaled here in this one.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Buying time to his left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. Now another timeout called for
Joshua Allen.
as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Throwing deep here for Coleman. And unable to connect. Incomplete. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth.
Oh, shit.
No choice but to go. Here's fourth down now.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
They'll look down the field here for Kincaid.
And now here's another interception.
Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 41.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
Well, looking deep here for Flowers.
He's got it at the 15. And he is down deep into Buffalo.
Oh, Lamar threw that big gate,
Well, fans usually love to see scoring.
Lamar threw that big gate in the bitch.
What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago. And you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.
Come save me, dog. I know I did this dumbass shit. Come save me, dog.
What y'all getting on? Y'all getting on that duty? For real?